Boxing fans don't want another Terence Crawford Canelo fight, right? Especially when we throwing out 100 M's, to one guy. I'd rather you pay Canelo a little bit more, take some of that risk off to fight a guy like David Benavidez. What happened to David Benavidez? Yeah, he moved up. He moved up. Well, Canelo moved up. He moved up several times. I'm saying, why don't Canelo move up? That style better fit a guy like Canelo. I don't want to see Canelo get in there with another guy that box. That style is his kryptonite. He doesn't have the legs. He fighting quicksand. A guy twisting and turning Canelo all night is not entertaining. I want to see Canelo get in there and have a tough night. I don't want to see Canelo in there in a chess match. I want to see punches being thrown. Somebody in the corner. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the towel get thrown in. I want to see Benavidez got Canelo against them ropes. Stop his ass. I don't want to see nobody get in there with Canelo and pity pat. Styles make fights. That type of style, we done already seen Canelo lose several times to that style. Let's see Canelo in a tough fight with a guy who fight like him. A guy that come forward, push the pace, throw a lot of punches. You know what I'm saying? Looking to cut the ring off and do damage. I don't want to see a guy pop, shot, and throwing jab. I don't want to see Canelo in a fight like that. Right? And I'm saying this here, Canelo's still young. Canelo still, he got a lot of mileage, on that odometer, but he's still young. And what I'm telling y'all is this here, let's not, push Canelo into obscurity, fighting these guys back to back to back with the same style. Let's see him get in there with the Mexican monster. Why would you give Crawford 100 M's? Why not just subtract? Because David Benavidez ain't going to want that much. David Benavidez want to whoop his, not just for bragging, he coming for the purse too. But he trying to make an example out of Canelo Alvarez. And like I said before, styles make fights. And that type of style we see over and over with Canelo. And he has trouble with that style. So let's see him, lose to another fighter that has a similar style to him so we can get a little bit more excitement. Or he beats David Benavidez and he stopped, drop a boot with a body. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, a lot of Canelo type of fight, I don't want to see that. A Terence Crawford, Canelo, again, a pity pat. I don't want to see that. I want to see two Mexican warriors get in there and go to war. That's what boxing is. Punches and bunches. Hurt a guy, drop a guy, stop a guy. Keep cutting the ring off on him. You unloading a lot of punches, I want to see a fight like that. And I feel like David Benavidez, he bring a lot more excitement to a bout with Canelo. He not going to have no respect. He not coming in there. He's not coming in that fight trying to, pity pad, trying to look cute, trying to go to fool. David Benavidez is coming in there trying to hurt guys, stop guys, and he's successful at it. You know what I'm saying? So like I always say, styles make fights. That Terence Crawford is a legend, a living legend, phenomenal. His style against anybody is tough. But we already seen what that looked like a full 12. I'm sitting in my living room watching that fight. My girl called, she at work. She, babe, who won the first one, Crawford? Who won the second one, Crawford? Fast forward. Who won in the seventh, Crawford? Who won? I want to see something competitive with Canelo. And what I'm telling y'all is this here. I understand a guy going in there and getting a bag and getting out the sport. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we got to entertain these fans. And the more entertaining fight for Canelo next, or the fight after the next, is David Benavidez.